Yes. When you wake up and you feel like you need a little up, when you're down and out and you need to get a little higher. If you feel like you need a blessing and you feel a little high today, welcome to the church of Cali High. Cali High. Cali High.
All right, folks, 2021 is coming to a close, and besides interviewing notables from the cannabis industry, Cali High has a musical side as well. And so I put together a little montage to look back at some of the notable quotes from our musical guests. Happy New Year from the Cali High crew. See you in 2022. Episode 43, Kamani, a.k.a. Kamani Harris.
Palm trees on that is kind of dragging people to want to visit LA, want to come out to my city, want to, get the full vibe of LA and everything. So that's where City of the Palm Trees come in.
Well, it's got a great vibe.
Palm trees, who do it better sunny weather, got the beach and the palm weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cali High.
Shout out.
Yep.
From the city of the palm trees, who do it better sunny weather, got the beach and the palm weed. I got the top down, don't give a fuck about the boat. R.I.P. pour a drink for the homies and the OGs. I'm from the city of the palm trees.
Episode 38, Jordan Webb.
Which was all over the fucking place in Nashville. It was this way, that way. I was working for 2 different jobs at the same time. I was, middlemaning certain sales of certain materials and all kinds of fun things. And it was just one of those things where I was like, okay, this is a movie. Like, this feels like a movie. Life feels like a movie right now. How do I put this on a record? How do I show people this? And what soundtrack do I give them? And I was like, yeah, some noir shit, some jazz raps. Something that's, in a way, it was to develop my sound, but in another way, it was just because I fucking wanted to. Like, you know what I mean? I knew that it was like...
it has a very noir sound, and...
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
And shout out to Spellworks. He produced the intro on Memory Bank.
Did he?
Produced 13 letters in, yep. And
13 letters gets you to M, right?
Yes, it does.
Is there a certain reason for that 13 letter?
Mm-hmm.
And it is?
Millions.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Get me to the M's,
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, and that...
Am I stupid? Or, I mean, is that a
cultural
cultural reference?
No, it's not. It's a thing that probably flew over fucking everyone's head who listened to the project.
Right, I'm like A, B, C, D.
Yeah. It's funny because when I released it, I had people texting me. They were like, dude, I literally had to count the fucking letters to figure out what it started with.
Yeah, hey, this some shit to get you off your ass into some ends. This sound like skipping through the alphabet to 13 letters in. This that flip the script like who let the nerds when lettermans. No need to guess, my nigga, you ain't even make it on the list. Used to doubt a nigga for I forged a sword from out the sticks. Now your girl undressing, ignoring your text and blaming poor reception. Boy, I changed minds like Obama. You couldn't change directions with a GPS, making moves. This piece use pen and pencil. Hope y'all like the rest.
Episode 37, 2022 Grammy nominee Rocky Dawooni.
It was like something that, really resonated with me. And I was an artist trying to also find my voice. And coming from the military barracks and believing in also using my music as a means to project social issues, political issues, and also empowering my people, and also using that as a cultural conversation with the world. Reggae made sense as kind of a music that I gravitated, and obviously Bob Marley's voice. But in addition to artists like Fela Kuti,
right,
who were also very popular at that time. And so the Soldiers had kind of a love-hate relationship with Fela Kuti's music because he sang against the Nigerian army. But the Ghanaian army loved him, you know. And so you hear songs like Zombie, that Nigerian army, it was against Nigerian army, but the Ghanaian army was like, we're not Nigerian army.
I was wondering who that was about.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. For every boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. For every boom,
African thriller, now dance hall ruler.
Episode 32, Richard Daly of Third World. So, what were some of the most memorable shows you played over the years?
Opening for Bob Marley in 1975 at the Lyceum in London. That was special.
You know, what do you think reggae means to the world, Richie? I know that sounds like a broad question, but...
And I, to what it means to the world, I wouldn't deem to answer that. But I can only tell you how it affects the world.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
I've seen it through the years, you know, when it was virtually unknown. When I met you, you're probably one of the few white persons who knew reggae.
Yeah.
If you're out there somewhere feeling lonely, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Yeah! Now welcome to the third world. How you mean? Boom! Tell them say age is a number. Third world no study maths. Richie Daly and me done. Age around a top of tops. Up to now no boy no play guitar. We bad like Uncle Cat. Maurice save a Papa son. Norris played for Super Cat. Oh, one band so full of talent like the list just never stops. Go on eruption fit like Figgle and can sprint a dozen laps. Steve like a engineer. Truck back a fear buck. Give the legend them props. Real uptown rebels help put reggae on the map. More money, more problems. Not to say I woulda swap, but it's slowly.
Episode 47, Jody Hustle. I noticed in the plot, you said you don't smoke blunts anymore. Can you tell our listeners why you made that choice?
Stop smoking blunts, man.
I did too, by the way.
Yeah, man. And you know, like, you will feel the difference. Honestly, I stopped. First and foremost, I didn't like the taste. I started smoking a joint, like, and it really happened when I got to LA.
Yeah.
Like, it really happened when I got to LA. I smoked a joint, smoked like 2 of them, and I just tasted the herb. I was like, it's amazing.
Right.
Like,
instead of the tobacco.
Yeah, so then...
Or the flavor on the wrap.
Right, and I didn't realize the flavor or the tobacco until I went back to the blunt, and I hit the blunt after smoking the joints. I'm like, yo, this is nasty.
Yeah.
Like, it was nasty.
The producer.
Yeah, look, I ran it up like fuck it, bring that order back. Really in that field like a quarterback. Yeah, young nigga so fresh, keep a starter cap. Yeah, I'll be up at 6, I'll let you sleep in. Yeah, I hopped up off that porch into the deep end, and I'm working every day like for the weekend. I promise this 100 ain't no pretend. And I'm vicious with these blows, make you wipe your nose. I do this shit from nothing, came from Cheerios. And as a kid, we had no toys, we played with dominoes. Dropped out of school, ain't had no money for designer clothes.
Episode 49, Ryan Cash, a.k.a. Ryan Lattery. No Love, off your 2019 release, Green Friday, exudes disappointment. Can we talk about that disappointment?
Yes, I would like. I'll talk about that. But what I would like to say, is that he did his homework on me. You know.
Thank you.
This man know a lot of stuff, and I like it because you're all
Thanks,
over.
Ryan.
You're all over my art. You're all over my stuff. I love it.
Yeah, I like to know who I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know some man a ganja, man. Smoke one.
We blowing smoke in the air. We smoking weed in air. We blowing smoke in the air. We smoking weed in air. 1 gram, 2 gram, I just smoke me a ounce, that's 28 gram. You don't have to guess, you know, say this.
Episode 49, Master Arranger Stephen Scott Smalley.
First really powerfully strong hit in holding it as long as we can take it, and then as I'm holding it and blowing, as I'm holding it, kind of letting it sink in, as blowing it out, I'm blowing it out onto my pencil as I'm drawing the first note.
Mm-hmm. And now, a clip of Scottie's orchestration you may recognize from Tim Burton's Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Shall we dance?
Episode 35, The Adonai, a.k.a. Arson Adonai Ison. Okay, so Blueprint sounds like a realization of where you've been and where you're going.
Yo, you're the first person to like listen to the fucking song and understand what that shit means.
Bro.
Yo, I was just talking to this man about like, all right, so my homie's he's on the other side of the screen, but I was just talking about Blueprint. I was like, I don't think anybody understands what like Blueprint is like about.
No, I do,
like,
bro.
Yeah, so
Flip 30 piece and I said that'll do it. Remember the days I was trapping that cool. I could've stayed, but I kept to the music. Before I start college, I knew it was stupid. I got a brain and I know how to use it. Thank God I know what a W2 is. Some of y'all 30 and stay acting clueless. I brought you niggas up, you acting like Brutus. I heard you had a chance, watch you them blow it. My time is money and I gotta use it. Some of these women, they think that I'm Cupid, and honestly, I think.
Episode 41, Enya Big Wolf, a.k.a. Dwayne Harris.
Shit, I had came up with the hook first.
Mm-hmm.
The hook was the initial start. So once I came up with the hook, I was like, I'm going in the party, doing the dance. Dwayne Harris up in Paris, buku bands. It just meshed so well. And like, my friends used to always say Dwayne, like they used to be like, well, Dwayne, you should go to Paris. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to model like Off-White and shit, like Mason Margiela and shit. You know, like those high-end brands. And
yeah, we didn't actually like leak out your real name, did we?
Yeah. I mean, hey, everybody else, y'all already know it's Wolf, you dig?
That's right. Big Wolf in the backyard.
Big Wolf.
All right. Episode 33, Billy Wilmot of the Mystic Revealers and Jamnesia Surf Camp, Bull Bay, Jamaica. So, what has the herb in Jamaica changed over the years?
Over the years, well, in the beginning, you used to smoke a lot of seedy bush, you know?
Yeah. It all had seeds in it.
With only a seed in it, and
yeah,
you know them days at chalice we smoke, you know, cause I didn't even know how to make a joint, you know, when I was smoking. If it wasn't one you found, we were smoking a chalice, you know.
Yeah.
So it was not very high quality weed. You know, it wasn't a connoisseur thing. You know, it was much more like smoking a cigarette as opposed to doing drugs. you know? So the whole experience of marijuana in Jamaica was a much more casual, leisurely undertaking as opposed to like, let's go down in the basement and get high. You know, it was it wasn't that kind of energy. So in Jamaica, when you said drug, nobody thought marijuana. They thought LSD, you know, cocaine, you know, PCP, some kind of manufactured thing was what we considered drugs. So marijuana wasn't even included as a drug in our mindset because grandpa smoked, grandma smoked, Uncle Jerry smoked, my father smoked, my cousins, you know, everybody exposed to it. And it wasn't like people were having to hide, as I say, in the basement to go get a toke, you know. People would smoke. Mr. Brown was a policeman, live across the road, and him smoke too. He don't smoke in uniform.
Episode 45, Michelangelo Ruiz, a.k.a. Big Mike.
And 24, you know, anybody that knows me knows I'm a super Kobe fan, man. I love Kobe. Rest in peace. God rest his soul.
R.I.P. Kobe.
And it's
sad,
just one of my
sad.
biggest influences, you know what I mean? Just in life, you know, it didn't necessarily have to be just basketball. That he gave a lot of great life advice, you know, and just stuff to go through, a mentality that can't lead you to failure. If you work, if you work that hard,
that work
there's no
ethic will
possible
get you
way
to
that
success.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, somewhere, somehow, you're gonna gain some form of success, and I apply that to my life and to music. You know, just because I see myself as a different being.
Yo, in time I'ma get it right. Yeah. In time I'ma get it right. Yeah. In time I'ma get it right. Yeah. Lyrical rampage on a bad day. Hot off J's laced with cocaine, champagne for the pain, but it don't go away. Evil like the motherfucking man Ray. After losing my soulmate, guess that's the soul's way of teaching you the hard way. Spacing out when I'm driving on the freeway. Memories rotate in my brain. I've been feeling drained like pasta over the sink. Bags of dank, but I don't feel the same. Used to feel as solid as a tank. Now I have that drink every day, like the way I pray. Looking for my heart like I'm crank. Working on rhymes, moving higher in the ranks. Saving money, fuck the swank. Black tee, black jeans, Air Force Ones. Same shit my pops wore back in 91. Went from Optimus Prime to Megatron.
Episode 31, Big Arson, a.k.a. Justin Klaus.
Yeah.
So, one might consider your music trap, but I also hear some rap in there. Who are some of your favorite artists?
Well, we got Biggie right here. I'm wearing the shirt. I had to buy this shirt for this interview.
I like that shirt.
Biggie, thank you. Appreciate it. Biggie, Eminem. Sheesh. I got a wide variety, honestly.
The
thing is, like, sheesh, I love rock. Like, I was watching The Doors the other day, and it's just like, if we're talking like rap, hip hop, I got like Eminem. He's one of the top. And Biggie, Pac, Tupac, Nas. It's just Ice Cube. I really like Ice Cube. But basically, people will have that, like, you know, like Jim Morrison. I don't know if you, Jim Morrison. I just watched that shit, and that shit inspired me. But
Jim Morrison was a great performer.
Like, just performers and like, I got a lot of inspirations.
It's good to have a lot of different various influences. Gives you an eclectic outlook on things, and it ends up in your music.
Over the top. Bitch, I'm over the top. Bitch, I'm going over the top. Over the top. Yeah, this shit, it don't stop. Station too hard like a rock. I ain't rocking shit when I box. When I go in, I'm too hot. Yeah, bitch, I'm over the top. Bitch, I'm going over the top. Over the top. Yeah, this shit, it don't stop. Station too hard like a rock. I ain't rocking shit when I box. When I go in, I'm too hot. Yeah, bitch, I'm over the top. Over the top.
Episode 48, Fourth Eye Tribe with Adonai and Prolific, a.k.a. Arson, Adonai, and Reginald Smith. Kyle, you want to man the pom-pom guns on the roof? I was saying In Friends, which I think is my favorite song on the album, And it's the last one off of Don't Try This at Home. You have a line, boredom went out of style. So I was just wondering where that idea leads.
Yeah, so there's so many like vices and ways to entertain yourselves these days that it's easy to get distracted. There's a lot of things that get us sidetracked from our main mission and goal. So it's boredom went out of style. There's plenty of ways to chase the wind. There's
the kids were too, so
so it kind of pulls our focus away from the other things that would
bog
cause
you
us to
down.
look deeper in ourselves or deeper at society. Like it's got Netflix, PS5.
Yo, this is the Fourth Eye Tribe. You're listening to No Doubt.
Hey! Pull up to the scene, no doubt. Might have took a little long and never seen this route. How these niggas pull a crowd, no cloud. Whole city came out just to bounce with some. Hey! Ain't vouch for a damn thing, that's why they don't know my whereabouts. I know how to count, hope we find an understanding. Cause I'm a triple check to fill them out. I'm over 9,000, take a scouter. Your last show's done, shower. Drip off white, no powder. Fuck this bullshit, they better pay us by the hour. Okay. I hit my baby Central Standard. She said it's getting cold in Louisiana. I did enough damage. Hey, so I'ma just call when I'm landing. Pull up to the scene, no doubt. Might have took a little longer, never seen this route. Yeah.
Episode 34, T Supreme, a.k.a. Taj Hall.
Probably your viewers don't even know who I am, but they will soon know.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to get them to know. All right. So you can find Taj's music on SoundCloud, right?
T Supreme with a $.
T Supreme with a $. Okay. All one word kind of, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cali High out.
Cali High out. Peace, T to K, man.
That's right.
Flood door, switching lanes, I be racing. Speed off in the coupe, doing donuts in that spaceship. Don't care about a hater or a bitch, got no relation. Stepping in my jealous, got me feeling like a Mason. Gucci on my body, all shit just for the occasion. I like foreign bitches, one Hawaiian, one is Haitian. Please do not include me in that drama that you facing. I been in my baggy, stay at home, that shit is basic. She stay on my celly, cause she know what nigga next up. Get up off my dick and get some band so you can flex up. I done flip a packet, hit the bank and got my check up. You just play yourself if you keep thinking you finessed us. DJ run it back cause it's your heart, they want that replay. Middle finger to them haters, give a fuck what he say. She say I'm in Hollywood, don't give a fuck what she say. I just got away from you, no cap, I found out she fake. Butterfly switching lanes, I be racing. Speed off in the coupe, doing donuts in that spaceship. Don't care about a hater or a bitch, got no relation. Stepping in my jealous, got me feeling like a Mason. Gucci on my body, all shit just for the occasion. I like foreign bitches, one Hawaiian, one is Haitian. Please do not include me in that drama that you facing. I been in my baggy, stay at home, that shit is basic.